Hey friends, artists, and other art lovers out there, and welcome to another installment following the exercises from the book, How to See Color and Paint It. I already covered materials and the introductory exercises, and now we are up to project number 2. In short, you will have to paint a cube, a black cube. Now the cube that I got, I just went to Michael's in their woodworks section and just got a little, it might have been maybe like a 3x3 cube, and just painted it black. And you use that, you set up your still life box with the proper construction paper colors. We're working with just the primary colors right now, red, yellow, and blue. And the point was to set up the box, or set the cube in the box, and seeing how those colors reflect off of the black surface of this cube. Now I'll show you what I have. It's not black right now because I have it set up for a different project. I have just green paper over it, but yeah, you can use any little box you may have, like a jewelry box maybe, or you can even make your own 3-inch cube with foam core or something like that. But very simple setup, very simple concept, execution, all up to you. So now I'll show you my results of this project. Way better than the first one. Let me get this right. There we go. Way better than the first project that I showed you all. So the question of the project is, when is black black? And if you're really studying what you're seeing and you're using your little viewfinder, let me find mine real quick. All right, here we go. You use your spot color finder to isolate each color that you're seeing on the surface of this cube. You will notice that it's not necessarily black. Definitely not necessarily black. And in most scenarios, that's really not the color that you're seeing. Nothing is ever just a plain flat black. But I mean, it's, of course, that's how we describe it to people, because that is the way that our eye reads it. But when it comes to actually translating that color, it's basically just the way that color looks is relative to the colors that surround it. So as you can see, this red floor here being kind of reflected, or reflecting off of this face, which is it ends up being kind of a really dark, warm red color, though we register it as black. On this side here, where the red floor meets the bottom of the cube and this blue wall reflects off of that right side of that cube there, it does kind of split that face into two different colors. But again, these colors aren't just a straight up bright ass red. I mean, these are toned down colors relative to that black surface that I had painted on the cube. And up here, where you see where this yellow wall is kind of reflecting off the top of that cube, it ends up being not a yellow, but more, well, at least for me, the way that I saw it, it was more like this really warm yellow green-ish kind of color. So though these are only still kind of the beginning of these exercises, they're eventually going to ramp up to more difficult setups and treatments of the color. Hopefully you're already starting to get a gist of what this book is trying to show you as a painter, as an artist, as someone who studies color. and wants to preserve its representational properties. So I mean, I honestly don't even know how this is going to help me, because most of my paintings, the color that I use in my paintings are absolutely not representational at all. but I am appreciating returning to the fundamentals. I am really kind of geeking out over studying these still lifes and pulling out these different colors and trying to mix what the colors that I'm seeing, and appreciating these lessons and basically the science and the technical qualities of color. I mean, this is just all like resonating. It's just like really hitting me in the sweet spot. I do not have any sister videos to this exercise, meaning so there's no color mixing or a time lapse video with this one, but I will try my best to for real do it for the next setup, which is going to be this cube that I showed you earlier. So it's the same black cube that I used for this exercise. I just put green paper over it. So we're going to see how green is affected by the primary colors set up in my still life box, which you can maybe see behind me here on my, wait, I can't see my viewfinder. There it is. It's like this, that big red thing. That's my little setup box there. So for project number 3, my goal is to, one, do a sister video of the recap that shows me mixing the actual colors for the exercise, and then another video, fingers crossed, time lapse. I know I keep saying I'm gonna bring time lapse videos to you guys, but I just haven't been able to set this up in a way where it's comfortable for me and doable, and yeah, for just the logistics of that is just a little bit, it's just a little bit more, just a little bit extra work for me, and I just haven't gotten myself into the mindset to get that together. But for real, this time I'm gonna do it. So time-lapse video of me completing the 3rd project. All right, so that about wraps up this video for project number 2 of the book, How to See Color and Paint It. I invite you to follow along if you are at all interested in doing these exercises. I will leave a link in the description box for you to get the book for yourself, so you can follow along, try to learn a thing or two about color, get way more comfortable with painting and mixing colors. It's a really good resource for that. Feel free to also follow me on Instagram. My handle is at Traci L. Turner. I have also been posting the exercises up on my Instagram page. So even if you don't really want to do the exercises yourself, you can see much better photos of what I'm doing if you just mosey on over there to my Instagram page. And while you're there, give it a follow, all right? Otherwise, for all other examples, I suggest that you follow the hashtag How to See Color and Paint It. There have been other artists that have jumped onto this bandwagon and have been sharing their progress sharing their progress through the projects in this book. So yeah, if you need just other examples or just other solutions to these projects, you can find so many up on that hashtag, all right? So I will see you in the next video for project number 3. Okay, have a great week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.